RHOC Shannon Beador and John Janssen huge lawsuit update. RHOC star Shannon Beador has a huge update regarding the lawsuit brought against her by her ex, John Janssen. It has been a big part of season 19, given that his now fiancée, Alexis Bellino, rejoined the cast after a decade. So what is the current status of the lawsuit, and is it going any further? Keep reading for more details. Shannon Beador and John Janssen huge lawsuit update. The entire time Shannon Beador and John Janssen were dating, she claimed she paid for everything. Furthermore, she alleged that he did not want to be in the public eye, and the two broke up right before the season 17 reunion. Shannon claimed they rekindled their romance for around 6 months. Yet they kept it quiet, and then they ended it, and she was arrested for her DUI. After that, he officially cut ties, and within 2 months, he had moved on. John started dating RHOC alum Alexis Bellino, whose husband, Jim, had sued both Shannon and Tamra Judge. This lawsuit cost the ladies hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it was very stressful. Of course, this made for great television, so Bravo brought Alexis back as a friend for season 18. She had reconciled with Tamra and was close friends with Heather Dubrow, so that was a loophole rather than she was dating John Janssen. Then he sued Shannon for $75,000. He claimed she owed him the money for a facelift, but she believed it was a gift. There was a lot of negotiation, and now the lawsuit has finally been settled. Though the terms have not been disclosed, it is now over. Their settlement conference, set for November 22nd, has now been canceled, and they can officially move on with their lives. Shannon Beador had offered him a settlement, but he declined. It then came out that he had footage of her drunk and nearly running over his daughter. Allegedly, he needed to have an insurance policy, so he kept it. Making nice. There was a final offer from John Janssen that Shannon Beador had to pay him back, but she also had to speak kindly of him. It looked like she was going down that road, but nothing was for sure. At the reunion, she maintained she spent tens of thousands at the beginning of their relationship. Alexis Bellino countered that John had done forensic accounting and spent an insane amount. This included a $10,000 necklace, which Shannon denied she got. So what are followers saying now that everything has been settled? By now, fans of The Real Housewives of Orange County are no strangers to the wild twists and turns of Shannon Beador's love life. But what no one saw coming was the drama off-screen, an emotional breakup unraveling into a full-blown lawsuit that has Bravo fans, legal eagles, and tabloid tea-sippers all watching with bated breath. Shannon storms Beador, the vivacious, tequila-loving OC queen with a penchant for telling it like it is now caught in a legal whirlwind with her longtime ex-boyfriend, John Janssen. The once promising romance that bloomed in the glow of post-divorce optimism has now descended into courtroom chaos, with lawsuits, allegations, and million-dollar demands flying faster than champagne corks in a reunion episode. So what happened between the once smitten pair? Let's rewind the tape. The love story turned sour. Shannon and John met in 2019, not long after Shannon's emotional and high-stakes divorce from David Beador. John, a businessman and father of 3, seemed to bring stability and maturity into Shannon's life. For 3 years, fans watched them grow close, attending RHOC events, sharing holidays, and even weathering the ups and downs of filming a reality show together. But behind the public smiles and Instagram snaps was a relationship full of simmering tensions. According to multiple sources, the relationship started to deteriorate in mid-2022. While Shannon remained hopeful, John was allegedly pulling away. Then came the infamous breakup, reportedly just 1 week after filming Wrapped for RHOC season 17. Shannon, blindsided, claimed she had no idea the split was coming. Fast forward a few months, and the romance that fizzled is now blazing again, but this time in court filings. The lawsuit heard round the OC. In what can only be described as the ultimate breakup bombshell, John Janssen filed a 6-figure lawsuit against Shannon in early 2025. According to court documents, John alleges that he loaned Shannon $75,000 during their relationship, a personal loan he says was never repaid. But here's where the plot thickens. Shannon, for her part, denies the money was a loan at all. Her legal team argues that the money was a gift, freely given during a committed relationship and not subject to repayment. In other words, it was love currency, not contractually binding debt. The lawsuit reportedly includes emails, texts, and other documentation that John claims prove his side of the story. Insiders close to Shannon say the lawsuit is not only devastating, but deeply humiliating for a woman already under constant public scrutiny. This is not about money, it's about revenge, one RHOC source claimed. John knows how much damage this kind of lawsuit can do to Shannon's reputation, especially in the middle of a new RHOC season airing. A housewife's dilemma. For Shannon, the legal drama couldn't come at a worse time. After a rocky few years that included a DUI arrest, ongoing health struggles, and clashes with her co-stars, Shannon had been attempting a comeback. The lawsuit threatens to drag her back into chaos, especially as Bravo cameras reportedly scramble to capture the aftermath. "I'm just heartbroken," Shannon was heard telling friends, according to an anonymous source. "We shared everything, and now I'm being treated like I was some scammer. I don't understand how we got here." Shannon's attorney has filed a motion to dismiss the case, citing lack of evidence that the money was ever intended as a loan. "This is an unfortunate and baseless claim that will not hold up in court," the statement read. Ms. Beador intends to fight these allegations vigorously. Public fallout and franchise impact. Of course, lawsuits among the housewives aren't exactly rare. From Erica Jane's legal woes to Teresa Giudice's headline-making prison stint, legal drama has practically become a Bravo badge of honor. But Shannon's situation feels different. Less sensational, more deeply personal. Fans have taken to social media with mixed reactions. Some have expressed sympathy for Shannon, seeing the lawsuit as a vindictive move from a bitter ex. Others are siding with John, arguing that if he really did loan the money and Shannon agreed to repay it, she should be held accountable, housewife or not. In the court of public opinion, the jury is still out. Bravo execs, meanwhile, are said to be in crisis mode. Producers are reportedly debating whether to integrate the lawsuit into the upcoming season or keep it separate due to legal sensitivities. But let's be real, there's little chance this juicy story won't make its way into the OC narrative somehow. If there's one thing we've learned from years of Housewives history, it's that real drama always finds a way to air. What happens next? As of now, a court date is set for late summer 2025, and both parties are preparing for what could be a messy legal battle. Mediation has been suggested, but sources say Shannon is refusing to back down, insisting on clearing her name in court rather than settling behind closed doors. Legal experts say the case could swing either way, depending on the evidence. If John can prove there was a clear expectation of repayment, Shannon might be forced to cough up the cash, even if it tarnishes her image. On the other hand, if the court rules the money was a gift, John's credibility could take a serious hit. Reality TV meets real-world consequences. It's easy to forget that behind the glamour, catchphrases, and confessionals, these housewives are real people with real stakes. And for Shannon Beador, the price of fame may now include legal bills, public judgment, and an ex who's determined to make her pay, literally. As one fellow housewife, who asked to remain anonymous, put it, "This is the kind of drama you can't script." Shannon's always been the rawest, most emotional of all of us, and now she's living her worst nightmare. But if anyone can come out of this swinging, it's her. One thing's for sure, whether in court or on camera, this story is far from over. Stay tuned for more updates on the Beador v. Janssen saga, as the Real Housewives universe once again proves that diamonds may sparkle, but lawsuits are forever.